Hello, my name is Candace Mason. For Leap 4 for COM416, I plan on reflecting on some of the things I have learned in this class. Leap 4, Creating to Learn, is designed to give me the opportunity to reflect on the ideas from the course readings and videos that are most relevant, important, and meaningful to myself, to build the bridges between course ideas in my personal and professional identity, and to experiment with expressing ideas using two different modes of expression and communication. I decided to screencast again, although it takes a few times to get it perfect, the end results end up being worth the trouble. Now I'm going to take you through the fall semester in COM416 in three different parts: the pre, during, and post. Before starting class, I just assumed that COM416 was about propaganda, which it was, but to me, propaganda just encompassed World War II and Nazi Germany. Little did I realize then, but propaganda involved and still involves way more than just the methods and manipulations and persuasions of the Nazi Party during the 1940s. Originally, I was just hoping to get a broader understanding of propaganda, but at the time, I didn't truly think of what that actually meant. The scope of propaganda is so vast that I would soon learn that I was in for a great semester with interesting and thought-provoking topics. As the class started and the ball began to roll, we were immediately thrown into definitions of propaganda. These 6 definitions I've come back to time and time after again to help me understand what I was learning and what was being reflected in the way propaganda is being defined. Of the multiple definitions, the 2 that resonated the most with me were the following. Propaganda is the deliberate and systematic attempt to shape perceptions, manipulate cognitions, and direct behavior to achieve a response that furthers the desired intent of the propagandist, by Garth Jowett and Victoria O'Donnell. The next, propaganda is a form of purposeful persuasion that attempts to influence the emotions, attitudes, opinions, and actions of specified target audiences for ideological, political, or commercial purposes through the controlled transmission of one-sided messages, which may or may not be factual, via vast and direct media channels, by Richard Allen Nelson. With this basic understanding of what I was going to be embarking on during the semester, I was able to really look at propaganda deeper than ever before, and it had only been a couple weeks into the semester. Everything I looked at now was propaganda, which before I didn't realize how much of what we see on TV, movies, and social media is in fact propaganda. This made completing my Leap 1 project, Propaganda My Life, a bit easier. If I can go back and do this leap again, I think I would, because now propaganda is all I see, everywhere and every day. One of my favorite online sources that we constantly reference back to was the Mind Over Media Gallery. This gallery contained videos of all sorts, uploaded by people around the world, some of them students, some of them in my class. Some of these videos that I had seen before were on television and on Facebook, but now they're being analyzed in the context of propaganda, and people were voting on it in the most interesting way possible. Is it beneficial, or is it harmful? Because the funny part about propaganda is that I never thought of that before. Propaganda, whatever its purpose, is not inherently evil, which so many people think it is. But now I have a bigger question: beneficial or harmful? But how can we tell the difference? If propaganda is truly a powerful propaganda, is there a way to tell the difference? Is there a way we can ever truly know? Globally, propaganda is always analyzed differently, so propaganda that may not necessarily be harmful in the United States could be especially harmful elsewhere, and vice versa. Getting to chat with the German students really made me think about this, and about how something so important to me, my friends, my peers, my university, my country, could mean absolutely nothing to someone around the world, and vice versa. Propaganda is created in such an incredible way. And incredible doesn't always necessarily mean good, but more so impossible and difficult to believe. But that's the point, isn't it? Making a piece of propaganda that might otherwise be impossible to believe, and somehow people still believe in it. That right there is what makes it powerful propaganda. So I'm leaving this class with more questions than I actually started with, but I'm also leaving this class with more hunger for what is out there. I'm ready to explore the questions that before I would have never thought about, and I urge you to all do the same. Thank you.